Welcome to the Podverse and all the people sleeping in the cloud. And welcome to the blacklog. We just had to say something. It's a little different, folks. um,
Before we start, just real fast, if you're watching on YouTube,
I am.
please subscribe, follow, like, and share. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5-star rating. And if you don't dig it, well, leave the 5-star rating, and we'll try to do better next time. And shout out to E. Tiffany Custom Creations, found at etiffanycreations.com.
For all your apparel needs. And also brought to you by Stupid People.
Stupidity.
And we say that because Ryan and I, our interests were piqued by this trend on the interwebs, the internet, where some gentleman, I guess, started this thing where he or many believe that 100 men could beat a silverback gorilla.
Look, first off, we're not trying to be the wet blanket. We get it. We get the internet, and we get that there are fun conversations to have and things that you want to just look at.
Who's the GOAT?
This is probably the most ridiculous conversation I've ever had. Mainly because I don't know if it's funny or sad that there are people out there who are seriously considering this as a competition, in that, like, it's a serious conversation with some people. And I'm looking like,
people out here
really?
who have made plans, have looked at it and assessed the situation on how to attack it. Let me state first, in 2011, a woman who owned a 200-pound chimpanzee, it ripped her face off. Before we even get to what the silverback.
Yeah.
Her pet chimp did that.
Which probably can go into a weight room and bench press at least 3 plates on each side. At least. So, before we even get to the facts about a gorilla, the first question is, why?
Why?
Is this the reality show that you are willing to die on?
Because you are going to die.
You couldn't go to the reality show where, you got the party, have fun. No, I want to go on the reality show where I put my life on the line to fight a gorilla, a silverback gorilla.
Also, you can say at the end of the show, if possible, but it won't happen, that you can say, I beat a silverback gorilla.
Why don't we start off with the fact that, let me make, and please correct me if I'm wrong. 1 ton does equal 2,000 pounds. The last time I heard it, correct?
Yes, it does.
1 ton, 2,000 pounds.
Yes.
In fact, we could probably also agree that if you and I, and any other generation X person who has seen Bugs Bunny in those cartoons where they have where somebody's lifting the weights and they have the big balls on the side, the big black weights on the side that are like round circles, and it says 1,000 pounds or 5 or whatever. They have to lift 2 of those.
Before we go any further, remember, I want you to know, a gorilla weighs between 300 and 500 pounds, meaning the smaller size of silverback gorillas
is an offensive lineman in the NFL. So basically, Hall of Famer Joe Thomas, when he was playing with the Cleveland Browns,
5 of them,
or Willie Roaf, who played with the Saints and the Chiefs, he literally weighs like a small gorilla.
A gorilla can throw the Super Bowl champion Eagles offensive line. That's what
do. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because A gorilla can lift as much as 1,800 pounds. That is 1,800 pounds. Have you multiplied before? 6 times 300 is 1,800.
So
that's the whole line.
That's the starting line.
No.
Plus, that's the big package.
Yeah.
That's the big package.
That's the big package. So that's the goal line package. So we're talking about the goal line package. The goal line package, that means that means when the announcers say, when Troy Aikman's like, oh, they're bringing in the big guy, he's coming in, it's the goal line package, then that is basically what a gorilla can lift.
Oh my God. Oh my God. A gorilla is a punching power of somewhere between 1,300 and 2,700 PSI. 1,300 per square inch. I need to wrap your head around.
And wait a minute. We didn't even mention that 300-pound Willie Roaf and 300-pound silverback gorilla 0% fat.
And let me say,
all muscle.
All the guys that are doing this, I say this because they're Joe Rogan types. And when I say Joe Rogan, I'm not assessing race to it, because let me say,
no, it's not race, because I saw a black guy too. I saw a black guy talking about it too.
I saw a black guy rationalizing how I don't think you know he said that silverbacks are short-winded. He said.
He also referred to it as a 9 to 5 gorilla. What is a 9 to 5 gorilla? A 9 to 5 gorilla?
Does he work at a bank? Does he work at a bank? I don't know. He said.
I'll tell you his 9 to 5.
And let me say,
his 9 to 5 is putting his fist through your chest. That's his 9 to 5.
And again, I do not attach race to it, because I saw a white guy online talking about, and he said, I'll tell you one thing with this whole gorilla thing, I'm going to go with black people. Black people have the best. I don't know about that. When it comes to alert to danger, he said black people are
obviously we don't. Obviously we don't if we have that guy on TV talking about, well, you know, if we strategize and we get 20 to gouge the eyes and 20 to go for his junk, do you really think that somehow 200 hands are able in one pile, even if you got 100 people in a big circle pile, they can't all put their hands on him?
From what I've seen, from the rationalization, there are guys sitting there saying, well, they're talking about how you send in waves, and if you attack them from certain sides, and I was like, well, because if you attack them with the first 10 or whatever.
Right, have you ever seen that video of the gorilla taking a spin, bro? He's like spinning around, like he's just spinning around in circles, bro. Bro, he's just gonna stick out his fist. I mean, bro, like, bro, a gorilla's bite is stronger than a lion, which means if he's out in the plains and he sees and he kind of peeps, I was like, oh man, look at that lion over there. He just got an antelope, and the lion's carrying the antelope. He's gonna go over there to the lion and say, hey, bro, you don't really have a good grip on that. You got to get a better grip. Do you need me to show you how to get a better grip? Oh, I'm sorry. You can't get a better grip because my grip is better, because my teeth are stronger.
Also, their forearms and their wingspan, amazing. We're talking of average 400-pound animal. What you doing, that spinning thing? With doing helicopter going around like
Actually, I ain't gonna lie. I would pay to see them fools trying to go and see that gorilla just like a little cartoon, bro. Just knocking them over. I never thought that I put these two same words in a sentence. But your only hope are guns and Jesus. Your only hope to beat that gorilla with 100 men
Oh
or 200
my
men
God.
or guns and Jesus.
Like, I'm really, like, I kind of think about it now. I remember when Michael Jackson used to talk about his chimp talking about Bubbles was getting kind of nasty later on in life. You know, Bubbles is still alive, right? Bubbles is
Oh,
still alive.
really?
Bubbles gonna beat somebody. Bubbles, Bubbles gonna beat somebody's tail one time.
Bubbles is
Dude.
an elderly chimp who can still whip
Whip-
y'all ass.
He can banana whip the hell out your ass. But you know,
And wait a minute, another thing is, you know how they always talk about, I think they do this. This is become like common in the NFL, especially when they're talking about players. He's extra twitchy. He's real twitchy. Well, guess what? The high testosterone in a gorilla makes them extra twitchy, which basically means that they're horny and they're not getting some, so they gonna whip up on somebody. So what if you ran up? What if 100 people just happen to run up on the gorilla who ain't got none in a month?
he gonna take one. He gonna wear one. He gonna wear one. He gonna wear a tailor-made one.
But you know what? You can get closer to the gorilla. Like if you're in a big pile, it will be determined by how fast the gorilla is killing the people in front of you. So when one goes down, you're like, oh, I'm closer. Oh, I'm closer because he just knocked his head off.
This whole scenario just killed. I gotta say, at work, I heard some fellas on location talking about it. While I walked up, and they said, "What do you?" And he said, "Like, well, what do you think about the gorilla?" I said, "Stop, stop." I said, "Stop." Didn't Prince say that in the Bat Dance song? Like, stop. That's how I felt. Like, stop. I don't want to talk about that. I said this. Just know that I'm on the gorilla side. Just know that I'm on the gorilla side. And if you're wearing one, I'm going to cheer it on because
You know what? You should
know
when you walked up to him and they asked you the question, you should have just said, I'm educated. I'm sorry.
No, it's not just. I did. It was too much to say educated. I just said stop. Nope.
Hey, even these little hey, let's have fun with it and pick athletes. Stupid.
Well, hold on. I must say, I told myself before I got to the level of saying stop and just I realized, because I said initially, it's stupid, it's dumb, but then I said, you know what, Rod, you should at least look, because that's what most scientists will do. We'll look at every hypothesis or scenario to see. So I told myself, okay, how could I approach this? And I said, well, it is about that first wave. And the first wave, this is who I had on the first wave: Aaron Hernandez after his third body, Ali in 1965, Aaron Donald with the samurai swords, Daryl Dawkins circa 1978. I had racist Hulk Hogan, mid-80s.
Not racist Hulk Hogan.
I had Reggie White.
I think that's regular. Isn't that regular Hulk Hogan? Racist Hulk Hogan. That's regular Hulk Hogan.
That's regular Hogan. I had just Reggie White. I'm just gonna say Reggie White. I don't really have. You know who the hell he is. I had Michael Irvin, circa the '90s, when he stabbed that guy with the scissors. I had that Michael Irvin. I had LT on his cocaine. Albert Baines when he was with the Cleveland Indians, because he was a
Albert
mean,
Bell?
Albert Bell. I'm sorry, Albert Bell.
Huh.
Albert Bell was a mean when he was with the Cleveland Indians. Kimbo Slice on steroids. 88 Mike Tyson. And Larry Allen. All coming at him. And but...
And guess what?
Hold on. They
When
all
he
come
gets
at
to
him. But the second level is led by Batman. And when the gorilla snaps Larry, Larry Allen's arms off his body like twigs.
Off.
Batman says, Alfred, the jet. Because the other 89 don't matter. The other 89 don't matter.
For once those first two get laid out, the other one's like, hey, you know what? I'm good, man. I don't know what I was thinking.
It's been thought that a gorilla's punch could knock out 4 men at one time, they say.
I think we've just gotten into this point where it's too much entitlement. And people just think that, hey, we can figure it out. No, some things you cannot figure out. No, you can't.
Do we really want to see the dire wolf again? We didn't, but you did. We don't want to see
I honestly don't know if I don't want to see it because it's so gruesome, or do want to see it because so I can say I told you so. So I can say I told you so.
That's what you wanted. See?
I told you so.
I told you.
This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted.
I'm trying to remember what event was like that, where everybody thought it was going to be like this long thing, and then all of a sudden it was just like the biggest disappointment. I remember when Geraldo opened
Tyson
up.
versus Spinks.
Oh, that was, yeah, it kind of was like that. Like, it was. Bam, bam, bam.
People look up Tyson versus Spinks.
It's on YouTube. It's probably a minute.
If you blink, you'll miss it.
I remember our Uncle Patrick he went to go get food for that fight. He came in after him. I said, has it started? It's over.
No.
You lying.
No, you lying. For real?
And that's the whole scenario with it's like a Tyson fight. This whole scenario, well, not Tyson fight, but what did Tyson say? Everybody's got a plan to get punched in the mouth. And in this scenario, everybody's got a plan until their arm gets snapped off like a twig.
Yep.
Could you just see the blood rushing? And the other 99 doing this. Oh.
Bro, I don't have anything else on it, bro. I'm done, bro. That's the most ridiculous. That is the most ridiculous. Like, pick something else to talk about. I can't even.
Hey,
I have expressed everything that I need to express about.
Hey man, this has just been, like I say, this has been the Black Log. We just had to say something.
Yeah, man. We just had to say something, man.
Hey, back to your regular programming. I guess we'll see you on the next episode of the Black Log. Gorillas.